Hi everyone, Abely here, and this is a requested video on how to make Sally pencil holder from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So are you guys ready? Let's do it! Alright, so to make Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, what we will need is one of these glass jars. And this you can find at the Dollar Tree. We're going to need a candlestick, which I'm sure you guys have seen at the Dollar Tree. Don't mind the pink, this is from a previous DIY. That's going to be colored in a different color. So we also will need a Sharpie, some brushes, scissors, E6000 glue, some sandpaper, which you can also find at the Dollar Tree. I've actually purchased some there. Some string, you can get this at Walmart. Some paint, we're going to need the light blue, the red, and the white. And if you have some black, go ahead and pull it out. So that's what we are going to need. So the first thing that we want to do is, on my previous pencil holders that I've made, I've gotten this question over and over again, is will the paint stick to the glass? Now, I haven't had a problem till now with my pencil holders, but what I would suggest for you guys to do is grab some sandpaper and you're gonna sand the glass, sand it down. This will create some texture and the paint will adhere to the glass even better. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down a little bit, and then I'm gonna glue it onto here. And then I will come back for the next step. Okay, so I've sanded down the glass. If you notice, there is no more shine. And the next step is to glue it on top of this candlestick using my E6000 glue, or if you have crazy glue, or you can use your glue gun, but I prefer the E6000. We're gonna put a small layer here. And then we're gonna place our vase over it, making sure it's centered. And there you have it. So we're gonna let it dry. The next step is to grab your blue paint. Now we're gonna take our blue paint, like I said, and this is an acrylic paint. I prefer to spray paint, but this is what I have currently available. And I forgot to mention that we do need a sponge brush. I think it makes it easier. I mean, you can use these tiny ones, but it's gonna take you forever. So I'm just gonna pour some right here. And then I think you can give it about 2 or 3 coats of this blue if you're using an acrylic paint. If it's a spray paint, 1 or 2 coats is fine. So I'll go ahead and paint this, and then I'll be back once it is fully painted. Guys, so our Sally has been fully painted in the color blue and it's fully dry, and now I've started to draw on the eyes. Now, I've shown you how to do this before on my previous video. If you haven't seen my videos, I'm gonna go ahead and link one down below, and that's on how to make Jack from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'll link it down below so that you guys can check it out, but I'm gonna show you again. Now, her eyes are not like a full circle. So what I did is I grabbed some paper. This is cardstock. Grabbed a pencil or a pen, whatever you have available, and we will need some washi tape. Doesn't matter what kind or color, because that's just going to hold it in place while you trace. You can go ahead and freehand if you like. I'm not really good at drawing, so this is why I create some sort of a template. So this is what Sally's eye looks like. It's just a half circle like that, slightly slanted, and then up here like that. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can always fix it. See? And so you're gonna need 2 of these, and what I did, if you notice, I fold the paper in half, and all I have to do is cut. like so. And there you have 2 eyes. So now this, I'm going to put this up here. This would go right there. Okay, and the size of this is about what? 1.5 inches. The eye is 1.5 inches. And all I did is grab some washi tape, placed it right here so it can hold it in place, and then you're going to take your permanent marker and you are going to trace. So let me see if I can do this while I'm filming. So it's just basically tracing around it. Now make sure that you guys use a good marker. This is a really old one. It doesn't have any more ink, so I'm gonna have to get a new one. But you get the picture. You're gonna go ahead and trace. After that, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the eyelid, because Miss Sally has an eyelid right here. And then we're gonna color it in with white and then draw the little black dot for the eye. So I'll go ahead and trace this one, and then I'll come back to show you how to do the eyelid. Okay, so now we have our eyes, and I'm gonna show you how to make the eyelid. I'm gonna grab a pencil and I'm lightly going to freehand this. Now what you want to do is draw a line, kind of like a half circle, like this, starting from this point here, and it ends right about mid-eye. So just imagine, have an imaginary line at the mid-eye. So it's gonna go like up like this and then down to here. So it's kind of like a half moon. Alright, and the reason why I'm using a pencil is because if I make a mistake, I can erase it. So just do a really light line, so that way you can erase it. And remember, if you make mistakes, it's okay. You can always paint it all over again. It's just paint. Like that. See? So we're going to do the same thing on this eye, and then again grab your permanent marker and trace that line, and then we'll be back to show you how to do the nose and then some scars on the neck area and here on the eye, at top of the eye and below the eye as well. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I started to paint the inside of the eye, and any imperfections that you might have, like if you notice right here, it is the time to cover it now, since we're going to be painting. So like I said, it's okay if you make mistakes, because this is just paint. You can always repaint it again, and all you have to do is just fill in all of this part here with the white. Just be very careful, like so. And you're going to continue going all the way, filling it in completely. Let it fully dry, and then I would give it 2 or 3 coats, and just to make sure that it has full coverage. And then we will come back and do the nose. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and I did 3 coats on each eye of the white. Now if you notice, I already started on the lips, and how I made the lips is the same thing, same concept as I did on the eyes. I'm going to show you. You're going to go ahead and draw half a moon, which is the bottom of the lip, and then it's going to be an M. There you go. And that is your lip. Now the measurement is 1 inch wide, and then ½ an inch of height. Like that, okay? So we have that, and again, same thing like I did on the eyes. I got a little piece of washi tape, and I bring this up here. I went ahead and I taped it right here, and then I traced around it. Now notice how I didn't draw the midline to form the lip, and the reason why I didn't do that was because I'm gonna go ahead and take my red, fill it in first, and then at the end I will go ahead and draw the line. I think it's much easier if we do it that way. Okay, you guys, so our Sally is taking shape. Now I added the eyeball here, and I'm going to show you how I did that. Very simple. It's just the dot, and I start really small in the center, and then I make it bigger. I also added some scarring, and it's a line from here all the way across to this side, maybe mid-eye, and then I added another one below the eye and above the eyelid here. And I left this one like this so I can show you how to make the eye. Let's see. So we want to make sure it's centered. So right about there, I'm just gonna make a little dot. Yeah, right about there. And let me bring this down. So like I said, I start really tiny and then I make it larger as I go. These markers are really bad. And you kind of want to stop and make sure it's the same size, and I feel like it's kind of okay, just slightly more. Make it a tiny bit larger. There. I think that is perfect. Okay, so now we need some scarring down here on the neck area. And I know she does have one right about there. So I'm going to use this right here as a guide. So I'm just going to come down. Up to right about there. And like that. And I know she has one that comes across here. So I should have done that first. I should have done the line first. But it's alright. Again, do not get scared if you make a mistake. It's only paint. You can always paint over it and then redo it again. I don't know, I kind of don't like it, but anyways, I'm gonna keep going just because this is for the video purpose. See, now that came out wrong. So what I would do is I would repaint it all over again, but you guys get the picture. And then she has another one that goes down here, kind of like a half moon. And I'll show you. Actually, I'll show you on paper. The thing is, it's really hard while I'm filming to do this, but let me show you on paper. So it's going to be, okay, so it's going to be a line on the neck area like this, right? And then we're going to do the scarring. And then one line would go like this, again, some scarring, this. And then above the neck area, she has like this half moon, like so. Like that. Okay, and that's what you want to have on this bottom piece here. Right here. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll come back to show you the end result. Then we're going to work on the eyelashes and finally the hair. Okay, you guys, so I finished the scarring on the neck area. As you can see, I basically followed the line here on this candlestick down here, and then I added some here around it, and then I did a half moon up here. Very simple to make. And I also made the eyelashes, and these are just V's, and I did a total of 6. And if you notice, I started from small to large So I'll show you how I made that. And finally the nose. The nose is very simple. Since she is facing forward, I decided to make a shadow and then made it kind of pointy. So let me show you how I did that. I'm going to grab a paper here and a marker. And just like I said, the eyelashes are just these, like this, right? And then for the nose, there's many ways of making the nose. The way I did it was just a simple line for a shadow and then kind of pointy like this. Okay, and then you can also make it like this if you want it. You can also make it like that or like this. Again, I'll show you the way I made it. It's just a line for a shadow and then kind of like a pointy nose like that. All right, so that's that. Now the final thing to do is the hair. So I have some string, and again, this you can get at Walmart or any craft supply store. And what I'm gonna do is, let me bring her forward. We wanna start with the part of the hair, which is up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue a piece right about there and then glue it all around here up to there. And we wanna leave like an inch away from the eye. Like half an inch away from the eye, right about there. So we're gonna glue it up to there. So this is just going to dangle here. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We start right in the center up to here and then making sure that it's half an inch away from the eye, like so. So I'll do that and then I'll come and show you how I finish the rest of the hair. Okay. As you can see, I already glued 2 pieces of string and I left that centerpiece like that on purpose because I wanted to look like it's parted. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off. And by the way, what I use to glue the hair is the Fabri-Tac, and if you don't have this, you can use any type of glue, your glue gun. I just really like the Fabri-Tac. So what I do is I'm just gonna add some Fabri-Tac right here, a little line here, and all you have to do is place your string next to this one here and just cut down. It doesn't matter how long you leave it, because in the end you can cut it however short you want it to be. And you just continue doing the same thing over and over. I decided to use string, but you can use other things for hair if you'd like. Maybe like some vinyl, red vinyl, that plastic vinyl that's manageable. I wish I had that. I would show you how to use it, but I don't. So I'm gonna work with what I have, which is this. Could be very time consuming, but it's okay. The end result is gonna look very cute. So I'm gonna continue doing this all over and then I'll come back. So the hair is in place now, and as you can see, there are some imperfections and we want to finish it off. And how do we do that is by grabbing more string, and we're gonna start right here. I'm gonna get some glue, I'm gonna add it right about there and go all around, and then I'm gonna grab my string and I'm just going to place it right about there again, starting right at the center, and I'm gonna go around, and then this string will cover the imperfections, as you can see here. And that's how we are going to complete our set. Now, isn't she the perfect pencil holder for your desk area? I totally agree. I think she turned out so beautiful and very colorful, and who would have known that a little bit of string, paint, and a vase from the Dollar Tree can make this perfect Sally for your decor. I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at AprilLee25, and don't forget that you and I have an appointment in my next video.